Hello Libras, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your August full moon reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we're going to dive into the energy of next week's full moon, which lands on around August 22nd, depending on your location. We'll take a look at what you'll be celebrating, what your untapped spiritual gifts and greatest strengths are during this time. We'll take a look at a message directly for you from Spirit. We'll see how you've grown during this cycle and action steps that you can take to continue growing. All right, if you are interested, Libra, in signing up for a free reading or even a personal reading, you can find both of those links in the description box below. So we're going to dive right in here. We have the Ace of Michael, a wonderful new idea. Don't allow bumps in the road to hinder your progress. Clear up communication problems with others. So it looks like you're celebrating some sort of aha moment here, some sort of light bulb moment. I feel like there must have been a conversation, or there will be a conversation that's very vital to your relationship with somebody here. This is either a confession or it's an open and honest, very raw and real and vulnerable conversation had between you and another. It's about both of you understanding and gaining clarity on a situation, even bringing in communication, cutting through any barriers, and really living in the truth of a situation here with this Ace of Michael, which is the Ace of Swords. So again, a new understanding, a very important conversation coming in that'll actually cause for celebration here, because I feel like what ultimately this conversation did is cleared up a bunch of miscommunication between you and another. So that is cause for celebration, but let's dive in and clarify this Ace of Michael. Spirit, it looks like we're celebrating. Oh my gosh. This has been happening a lot. You can't make this up here. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords. I'm finding, at least in the last 3 or 4 signs that I've done here, this has happened more than once, twice, maybe even 3 times for some of you. But this is saying that you are celebrating this conversation. Again, everything I just said, Spirit is clarifying. So beautiful energy here for you, Libra. Very important conversation coming to a head. Okay, do you want that one too? Yep. And what is this conversation about? Okay, it's somebody that really is healing, and I feel like this is you. You've been going through a lot of growth, a lot of healing at this time, and I feel like this conversation actually propels you into doing almost like the final healing that needed to take place in a situation here. It could be a conversation where somebody apologizes to you. Either you apologize to someone or they apologize to you. But the Four of Swords energy is all about a time of rest. It's a time of self-love, rejuvenation after a hard foundation shaking time. Libra, so I feel like this conversation may have left you feeling better about a situation, maybe even feeling like you did need to heal from this situation, but you got the closure or the clarity that you needed. We do have the Page of Wands showing up here, and the Page of Wands is somebody or something, some sort of information that comes in. It's new energy, and I feel like with the Ace of Swords, with this conversation is bringing some sort of new energy that's very creative. It's almost like you have a spark coming in. You have a new creative idea. It's almost like childlike enthusiasm, getting something off the ground, especially if you have a conversation with somebody about either work or reconnecting. Maybe it's a project, maybe it's a relationship. You want to start in almost like an innocent, childlike energy here and really get something off the ground is what I'm sensing. And I feel like that's what the conversation is about. And it may be a conversation that you've had over and over, but I feel like something is clicking with the Eight of Wands. But there is some, maybe you felt stuck in the past. Maybe there's a lack of direction here, but I really feel like whatever this conversation is for you, Libra, cleared up a lot of your headspace. I feel like there is a conversation. It could be about money as well. It could be about abundance or finances or resources here. Somebody needing to focus on their money. Maybe it's you having a conversation, again, about finances with somebody here. It could be about financial or material gain as well, because I feel like this is something that you're going to be celebrating that's going to leave you very happy. So let's take a look and see what your untapped spiritual gifts are and your greatest strengths at this time. Spirit, can you please tune into what Libra's greatest strengths are at this time for them to utilize? All right. Woo. All right. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. It's one of the best cards in the whole deck here. Excuse me. No. It's the 10 of Gabrielle, and I love that it's actually showing up in this position here. Spirit was kind of telling me 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, but we got the other 10, which is the 10 of Gabrielle, 10 of Wands, and it's talking about asking your angels for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. So your greatest strength here is, yeah, you can take on a lot, Libra. You can do a lot. You can be the Jack or the Jill of all trades, doing 10 things at once, but you don't need to. What this is saying here is that you can ask for help. Maybe you felt like you needed to go through life alone, or you needed to walk this path alone for some reason. Maybe that's how you were brought up, or maybe you just felt like you could do a better job than anybody else could around you, or maybe you felt like you didn't have anybody else to lean on. But what the 10 of Wands is saying here is that you are going to be freeing yourself up. That is your greatest strength here. Your spiritual gift is, yeah, you can take on a million things at once, but don't avoid your own growth, your own rest, your own healing. And like we just seen that healing card, there is self rejuvenation needed. So I feel like your spiritual gift is definitely to take care of yourself, as well as it may take care of other things around you, but make sure that you are filling your own cup before you hand out to others, is what I'm seeing here. Spirit, can you please clarify the 10 of Wands energy for Libra? Maybe you feel like you're carrying a lot of responsibilities at this time. We have the Lovers showing up here in the reverse position, but it's all about feeling a little bit disconnected. So it's about a choice. So I feel for you, your greatest strength is to know when to separate from a person or from a situation, maybe a job or an environment. And I feel like that's where this important conversation is coming. You have a choice that needs to be made, but in order to do that, there needs to be a conversation, and possibly the conversation could be about responsibility, could be about asking for help here, because I feel like there is some sort of disconnect. And like I was saying, perhaps you felt like you needed to do everything by yourself here, Libra, but this is the Lovers card. It's a Gemini. Maybe you're working with a Gemini, or maybe this is somebody that you're partnered up with, but this is a major choice that is going to affect your life. It's a life-changing decision. But in order for you to move forward, you need to realize that you don't have to do everything alone, okay? So let's take a look here and see what messages Spirit has for you, Libra. What messages are coming in for my beautiful Libras for this August 22nd full moon energy going into the September moon? Oh, one just flipped here. We have receive. Exactly what I was just saying. Receive help. You don't have to do everything on your own. We have study. And I'll read these to you as well. Spirit, do you have any other messages for my dear Libras? Okay. I just heard Washington. So I don't know if this is like a Washington street or if it's a location here. Maybe you live in Washington, but I feel like it could be Washington Avenue. Please take it as it resonates here, Libra. All right. Any more messages for Libra, Spirit? Thank you. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. Beautiful energy here. A lot of deep emotions coming up for you, Libra. We have receive. It says you are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. Exactly the theme of what I've been talking about here. You can take on a lot. Libra, this is your strength. You can take on probably more than the average person because you are a lover. You avoid drama. So instead of, picking a side or just saying you're going to do one thing, maybe you tend to do 5 different things just to keep the peace here. But what this is saying is it's your time to receive now, especially after you give and give and give. It does say study. So again, these are messages from Spirit directly to you Librans. Spirit has its own special way of letting you know that it's time to study again. From time to time, it's important to go back and learn, whether that's learning old things in a new way or learning something totally new. This is an opportunity to expand your mind. So I'm getting the same vibes with the Ace of Swords energy as I am with this card here of studying. I feel like there's a turnabout. Something that you are maybe studying. Maybe Libra, you're reading self-help books on this time on how to, I'm hearing a couple of different things. How to manifest and how to get out of your own way. So maybe it's a book called maybe Law of Attraction, or maybe it's a book about literally getting out of your own way, or maybe you've been learning about taking a class about that. Please take it as it resonates as well. And I'm seeing also the book, The 7 Highly Habits of Successful People. Is that the book name? Because I'm seeing it almost coming down, but the words at the end are flowing. But I'm seeing seven highly habits. Is that what it is, Spirit? I'm just seeing a big 7 at the top, and I'm seeing habits. The rest of the words are kind of flowing, but studying. So for a lot of you, you're reading. Maybe you're taking an online course. Maybe you're going back to school and learning some higher education at this time. Or maybe you've just been doing some deep soul searching studying and figuring out what it is that you want to do with your life, who you want to become, goals that you have in 5, 10, 15 years. So Libra, very important message here is you're going back and learning something at this time. Oh, we have self-sabotage. It says when you learn to get out of your own way, oh my gosh, Libra, did I just say this here? Getting out of your own way. There will be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your true goals. It's that inner voice that derails those carefully woven plans. Holy moly, Libra. So self-sabotage, this is something you're definitely focusing on releasing at this time. And that is most likely what it is that you are learning. I'm going to have to rewind because sometimes when I channel, but I'm pretty sure Spirit had mentioned something about moving forward, getting out of your own way here, not self-sabotaging. So focus on limiting, releasing any limiting beliefs here. And then we have forgiveness. Holding on to resentment and anger is preventing or even suffocating your spiritual growth. Resentment is one of the strongest and most damaging of human emotions. The act of forgiveness in its own right is equally incredibly powerful, and it has the capacity to heal and transform. Wow. So I just seen a couple of things here, Libra. I seen almost like a mother and daughter needing to heal or needing to release some sort of self-sabotage that maybe led to childhood wounding here on both parties, but a need to forgive there, and also a need to heal your own inner child, as in that is you, that is your own inner child as well. Moving forward based on, I keep getting the word childhood trauma or childhood wounding here, and I feel like that's something that you actually could be studying on how to release, because you don't want to self-sabotage and mess up, whether it's relationships or in any form. It could be with lovers, it could be with family members, it could be with employees, whatever that is for you. You're learning a whole crap ton right now, and I love this energy because I feel like it's very healing, very beautiful. I'm also hearing healing ancestral wounding, not repeating patterns. So very beautiful, Libra, very beautiful. Let's take a look at how you have grown during this moon cycle. Looks like you've done a lot of growing, but let's take a look and tune in on specifically something you've learned. Wow, 10 of Swords energy coming up. So another 10. 2 tens, pretty powerful energy here. It says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So Libra, there's been some sort of either conversation, an event here that was very painful for you. The 10 of Michael is the 10 of Swords, and it's the energy of a painful ending, or felt like you maybe were stabbed in the back from a person. But this has ended, and this is how you've grown, because you're finally putting the past to what it is, the past. And the reason you're able to do that, Libra, is because forgiveness is the key here. Forgiveness is allowing you to be able to move forward and open your eyes to seeing exactly what is holding you back. And if you're self-sabotaging in any way here, you're able to move forward, and that's how you've grown. You're putting the past in the past. If somebody hurt you in a very powerful, deep way, because the 10 of Swords energy, a lot of people think of as, the most painful card in the whole deck here. It's a very painful ending. It's people sabotaging you, hurting you. It could be out of their own childhood wounding or their own hurt as well, but it's something that definitely left you feeling betrayed. You feeling like deep healing was needed. Like I said, being stabbed in the back, but that's over with. You're moving forward, and that's how you've grown, because you're releasing that pain. So let's take a look and clarify the 10 of Swords. So you have a lot of communication going on here, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, how would you like that? A lot of you have the Ace of Michael, and then you have the 10 of Michael. So maybe this conversation that you have, or you're about to have if you haven't already, is really going to clear things up for you and release those heavy burdens that you're carrying here, Libra. So let's take a look, Spirit. I feel like somebody wants to have a new beginning here. And it feels a little bit scary. It feels definitely like you're taking a huge leap of faith. Maybe you've tried to heal something or move forward in a relationship, or move forward by taking a jump or a leap of faith here. But I feel like how you've grown is you're finally ready to take this, you're finally ready to move forward and take this leap of faith into something that maybe you were holding off on a while because you weren't ready. You weren't ready because there was still forgiveness needed. There was still healing. You were still carrying too much to move forward in a situation, but now you're ready to take that leap. Something that you've been I wouldn't say patiently waiting here, but the Temperance is all about patience. Something that you've been waiting a while on. A lot of chaos, a lot of imbalance, something that felt very like you needed to bring a situation. You can see here, I almost get, scales energy from this with the Temperance here, needing to bring balance into a situation. And Libra, you don't like things to be imbalanced in your life. You like things to be compromised. You like to come up with some sort of a compromise, and that's what I feel you're doing. And that's how you've been able to move forward, and how you've grown is because you've compromised by giving equal give and take to a situation. The Six of Pentacles is all about unexpected resources. It's about generosity, but it's about two-way abundance. So again, releasing any burdens that aren't yours to carry here, and setting aside if there's responsibilities, taking on too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Somebody is going to come in and meet you halfway is what I am getting from this energy. And I feel like you're willing to put in what others are willing to put in instead of over giving with, that energy of taking on too much. Yeah, it's a strength. However, it can come as a weakness as well if you don't have any in your own cup to kind of to flow over to help others. So I feel like you've grown a lot by setting healthy boundaries for yourself. All right, let's get some action steps, Libra. Very beautiful, powerful messages for you for this full moon. A lot of release going on, a lot of healing, a lot of clarity. So whatever it is that you've been needing clarity on, you're about to find it, and you're about to really move forward on something you've been stuck on. Spirit, what action steps can my beautiful Librans take to propel them forward on their soul journey? What action steps can Libra take on their soul's path, their soul's journey at this time? Okay. We have heart chakra. It says the answer that you seek is in your heart right now. Be open to giving and receiving. Yeah, that's that energy of the Six of Pentacles. I think this is came up a few times, that giving and receiving, that forgiveness. Heart chakra is all about forgiveness here. So that's a very common theme that you have coming up here. So let's see what else, Spirit, what do we have for my beautiful Libras to continue forward movement? Thank you. Okay. Oh, wow. We have heal away addictions. So remember when this self-sabotage card came up? This can be more than just self-limiting beliefs, but it's about you gaining perspective on what really matters to you. In order for you to do that, if there's any addictions, it says it's time to let go of behaviors that are blocking you from your heart's desire. So again, heart chakra, heart's desire. Ask Archangel Raphael to help you with this healing. Whether this is overeating, maybe it's drinking, maybe it's toxic people or situations here. It's anything that tempts us, whether, again, it's obsession, codependency, materialism, any form of addiction that doesn't serve our sole purpose and actually hinders progress. Heal away any addictions that you have here, Libra. We have indigo. It says the person you're inquiring about is an indigo, meaning a highly sensitive, natural-born leader. I feel like this is you, Libra. If you do not know what an indigo child is or the traits of an indigo, aside from being highly sensitive and a natural born leader, please look that up, because I feel for a lot of you, this is you as an indigo child. If that resonates, or if you know about that, please stick that in the comments below so other people can know a little bit more about indigo as well. We have clear yourself. Ask the angels to release any toxic energies that you may have absorbed. So whether this is you doing an energy check on yourself here, maybe it's you physically taking action. I'm actually seeing somebody in one of those, it's a pod. It kind of looks like a spaceship, and it's filled with salt water, and you go in it and you float to the top like a floating pod. I'm seeing somebody using one of those to kind of detox and clear their energy. It's not going to resonate with everybody if that's something you've ever heard of even, but I'm seeing a hydrating, detoxifying saltwater pod. So please look that up. Maybe you have one in your area. I feel like that would be really good for you, Libra. Okay, and lastly, before we close down this reading, which has been very powerful for you, we're going to get a message from the Soul Truth card deck here. And what I'd like you to do is really take into consideration the phrase or the question that this card asks. And even maybe pause the video and really think about your answer. Maybe write it down and meditate on this, because I feel like this is something that's really going to help you. Do you want that one, Spirit? No? Okay. I'm going to let it fly out here. Thank you. All right. So this is something I really want you to think about here. Libra, name all the things you love. Are you one of them? Today's mantra, I give myself all the love and attention I need. Woo! Super powerful message for you, Libra. I hope this resonates. If so, please feel free to hit that like, subscribe, and share button. A lot of healing going on here. A lot of beautiful healing. A lot of release. A lot of forgiveness. Again, if this resonates, please feel free to hit that subscribe, notification, like, share, comment. I do read all of your comments. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Librans, I'm sending you out a lot of love, abundance, and light. Until next time.